Fast, focused, and fearless, here are the latest stories at this hour. I'm Denise Tam. Senator Robin Padilla denies helping Senator Ronald De La Rosa escape the Senate building in the wee hours of the morning of May 14. A press statement from Padilla's office states that the two lawmakers' departure was transparent and in plain sight of police personnel. According to Padilla, he stayed at the Senate for several days to accompany De La Rosa, who was under the upper chamber's custody. Padilla claimed to have dropped off Senator Bato somewhere in Makati where the latter's own vehicle was waiting. From there, Padilla said he no longer asked where his fellow Duterte ally was heading next. In the same statement, Senator Robin also rejected the fugitive label on De La Rosa. Last week, the PNP and NBI were standing down upon orders from President Marcos not to serve the ICC a warrant of arrest just yet. That to Padilla indicates that Bato leaving the Senate premises cannot be considered an escape. Akbayan Party List Representative Percy Sandanya says Senator Robin Padilla may be held liable under the Rome Statute. This comes after Padilla admitted that Senator Bato hitched a ride with him on May 14, just a few hours after the Senate shooting incident.
Ang nakakatawa dito, paano masasabi ni Sen. Robin na hindi niya itinakas si Sen. Bato? Inamin niya na siya mismo ang nag-udyok na umalis ito sa Senado at siya pa ang may-ari ng getaway vehicle. Baka na FOMO si Sen. Robin kay Digong at Bato. Ayan tuloy, na-violate niya ang Article 70 ng Rome Statute on offenses against the administration of justice dahil sa pag-obstruct niya ng enforcement ng ICC warrant. Imbes na maging palusot, nagmistulang confession ng pahayag ni Sen. Robin. At the very least, our authorities should investigate and question Sen. Robin on the whereabouts of Bato and file the necessary charges. Isang kahihiyan ng pagkakanlong ng ilang senador sa taong nagpapatay ng libu-libong Pilipino. Huwag na sana madagdagan pa itong nakakahiyang pagsasalaula sa katarungan at karapatang pantao. If the government is serious in capturing this fugitive, then a nationwide manhunt is absolutely necessary.
In other news, more than a dozen dams in the country are down to critical or below normal levels. But there's now Upper Wawa Dam that is offering much-needed reinforcement to other reservoirs. The details from mobile journalist Ivan Tarinque.
The last several weeks have been a scorcher for many. It's no wonder that water use have been heavy for bathing, washing, cooking, and drinking. But it looks like it's time to stock up on the precious commodity. With extreme heat bringing water down to critical levels in 6 dams in Western Visayas, 8 Luzon dams have also posted levels below normal. Water level at Angat Dam in Bulacan, for instance, is now at 176.73 meters. It has officially breached its minimum operating level of 180 meters. Angat Dam supplies over 90% of Metro Manila's potable water. And with not enough water to go around, the first to suffer is the agriculture sector, since NCR's allocation is a priority.
Yung allocation for irrigation is currently nasa mababa po 5 cubic meters per second lang.
Angat Dam along with Magat Dam are also used to generate electricity. But now, these hydroelectric power plants cannot run at full capacity and are largely limited to contributing ancillary services. This means they help stabilize power grid during peak hours rather than generating massive, continuous baseload electricity.
Depende po kasi yan sa sa kung gaano po karami yung generate po nung kung significant ba yung generate na kuryente galing doon sa hydroelectric power. Halimbawa po dito sa kung yung component na ngayon ang sinusupply, ang priority kasi ng Angat is domestic talaga.
But Angat now has reinforcement. The newly opened Upper Wawa Dam in Montalban, Rizal. It has a supply capacity of 710 million liters per day, and its reservoir storage is 120 million cubic meters in a 262 square kilometer watershed area. Wawa is expected to unload from Angat water supply responsibility for at least 700,000 households in Rizal and Metro Manila's East Zone.
For the last 50 years, as mentioned, we only rely on Angat Dam. So when Upper Wawa is commissioned or completed, we have an additional of 500 million liters per day of supply.
At the moment, Total consumption in the area is still estimated at 510 million liters per day. Upper Wawa Dam has 4 water pumps running 24/7, so distribution is continuous across water treatment facilities. There are also 2 additional backup pumps in case of emergency. Upper Wawa Dam is also designed to help control flooding in Rizal and Metro Manila when the rainy season comes.
Help control the rush of flow in our downstream communities.
Kapatid Mobile Journal Ivan Terinque, we are One News.
Here now is a quick look at stories from our media partners. On the Philippine Star, Attorney Manasseh Carpio, husband of Vice President Sara Duterte, has filed a perjury complaint against former Senator Sonny Trillanes in Pasig. Earlier, Trillanes testified before the House Justice Committee that the Duterte family holds secret bank accounts totaling more than 111 million pesos. Carpio slammed the allegations as, quote, downright false, malicious, perjurious, defamatory, and pure black propaganda, unquote. On Business World, the Bangko Sentral is weighing an off-cycle interest rate hike to combat growing inflation risks. On One News Money Talks, BSP Governor Eli Romulona said the hike is on the table ahead of their scheduled June 18 board meeting. Policymakers are battling stagflation fears as the Middle East conflict drives up fuel and transport costs, and higher prices are hitting poorer households the hardest. The BSP will decide whether to act immediately or wait for the May inflation report on June 5. For more details of these stories, you can visit the social media pages of the Philippine Star and Business World. Do check out as well the social media platforms of One News PH for the very latest news. There's that music again, which means feel-good stories beginning with this. Cultural identity and personal memory come together in the work of Carlyle Nuera, a designer at Mattel who has helped shape Barbie dolls that reflect Filipino heritage on a global stage. Long before his career in toy design, Nuera was influenced by his upbringing and his mother's experience as a beauty pageant winner, which later became a key inspiration for one of his earliest Barbie creations. As his role at Mattel evolved, he focused on representation, highlighting Filipino identity through traditional dress and storytelling in Barbie designs. Both versions of the Filipino Barbie have since gained strong collector interest and are celebrated for their cultural significance worldwide. Down south, Cebu is kicking off the grand launch of the Mango Festival 2026. And for the details, we have mobile journalist Daniel Dayaw. Daniel, ano ang activities ngayong araw dyan para sa festival?
Yes, good afternoon, Denise. We're live here in Lapu-Lapu for the sweetest and most anticipated celebration, which is Cebu Mango Festival. So to answer your question, Denise, nasa likod ko na ang pinaka-anticipated activity, which is the tallest mango cake in Cebu. So from what I've heard, 10 feet tall ito. So almost kasing laki ng basketball ring. And we're very excited to try that out later. So definitely, maraming mga kapatid natin ang makakatikim na to. And apart from that, Denise, meron din tayong festival or food festival fest for later, and merong live acoustic band. But apart from that, at 7 p.m. meron din tayong fireworks. So if you're going to ask me, will the fun just end tonight? Well, definitely no, because it's a week-long celebration starting today, May 22 to May 31. So that activity will follow yung potty run or pets run for tomorrow, as well as Great Cebu Mango Cook-Off. And meron din tayong beauty pageant, which is Cebu Mango's Festival Queen 2026, Spicy Dried Mango Eating, the Great Mango Harvest at Mango's Tree Planting. So far, Denise, wala pa masyadong tao dito sa the New Town Mactan Expo, no? Pero from what you can see sa likod ko is nagpe-prepare na ang tallest mango cake for our kapatid to of course taste kung gaano ka tamis ang mangoes ng Cebu. So that's all for this report, Denise.
Okay, and how many local producers, how many vendors, and participants are expected to join the event?
Actually, Denise, this is actually a township, no? So for the New Town Mactan. So expected to that it's a small community, but of course, inaanyayahan yung mga tourists natin. So we're expecting at least hundreds of people to come and go here, Denise.
Okay, for those planning to visit, Daniel, Ano-ano yung mga key events ulit? Pakilatag nga ulit kung ano yung mga pwede
Yes.
nilang abangan all throughout the week at kailan ulit matatapos itong Mango Festival?
Yes, Denise, ito ay mangyayari starting today, May 22, and ito ay mag-end on May 31. So for today, meron tayong tallest mango cake, meron tayong food festival, and meron din tayong fireworks. Pero for tomorrow, meron tayong Cebu Mangoes Festival Potty Run, which is yung mga pets ng mga kapatid nating Cebuano and mga tourists na gusto mag-participate ay pwedeng pumunta here. Meron din tayong Cebu Mangoes Festival Queen, which will happen on May 24, along with spicy dried mango eating battle. So for the next few days, meron din tayong mango tree planting and meron din tayong the Great Cebu Mango Cook-Off, Denise.
All right, those are the latest news at this hour. Daghan salamat, mobile journalist Daniel Dayo, reporting to us live from Cebu. That will have to do it for us. I'm Denise Tan. More stories coming your way at 4 p.m. on StoryCon. Keep it here on One News, and please do enjoy your weekend.